Did you know there's one common exercise that women over 40 are doing and it's actually causing them to gain weight and stopping them from losing weight? I've coached over 13,000 menopausal women and helped them transform their bodies. And avoiding this one exercise that I'm going to talk about has helped them completely transform their results. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly the worst exercise that you can do if you're female and over 40, and what you can do to start seeing results in a matter of weeks. It's safe and easy and quickly boosts your progress. Hello fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal, and this channel is all about helping you if you're a woman over 40 or like me over 50 get in incredible shape. Before I cover the worst exercise, I'm going to talk about exactly what is happening to your body and why, when you get to this stage in life, you actually need to change your exercise routine. That way you'll know why you shouldn't be doing this one exercise. When I hit my 40s, I just welcomed a new baby and I was trying to lose weight, and I was doing all sorts of different exercises, waking up early in the morning, tackling things like insanity, going for long runs, and nothing was moving the needle, and I seemed to be gaining more and more weight. And I put it down to the fact that I just had a baby, but actually with the previous two children my body had snapped back into shape. So it wasn't having a baby, it was actually hitting over the age of 40 that had changed things. And what was my response? I just kept on pushing harder and harder, doing more and more running, and still not seeing the results. I felt frustrated, confused, and I didn't know what to do. Then life threw me another curveball. I experienced marriage breakdown and I got in a really bad way. So not only was I really out of shape, but I was actually mentally really down as well. And the two things combined together made me really lose my confidence. What I didn't realise is once you hit your 40s, your body starts playing by a completely different set of rules. Menopause is like your body's orchestra losing its conductor. So it doesn't know what it's playing, and it doesn't know how to keep in sync, and it can't stay in tune. It takes patience and understanding and new cues to bring that music back into balance. Here's the good news. You can get your orchestra back in tune, but you're going to need a different approach, a fresh combination of nutrition and exercise, because now you're dancing to a different tune than you did in your younger days. And understanding this new rhythm will really be transformative for your body. It will enable you to reclaim your health, your confidence, and start feeling good about yourself again. When you hit perimenopause, or even a bit before that, your exercise needs to change. Why? Because your hormones are depleting and shifting, and your body simply isn't the same as it was in your 20s and 30s. But there's another big reason that women overlook that you need to switch up your exercise routine. And that's when you hit over the age of 40, you are losing muscle mass at a rate of 1% per year. Think about it. Every year, you're losing more and more muscle that keeps your metabolism humming and firing up. Take my client, Kristen. She was exercising a ton, doing hours and hours of cardio, but she couldn't get a result. She was trying hard, sweating it out at the gym, doing everything she thought she possibly could, and she just couldn't move the needle on her body. Once Christine joined my program, she started actually exercising less, And this is the transformation that she made in a matter of weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. She got this transformation. Not only did Kristen transform her body, but she actually started to feel better about other aspects of her life, because she was getting the clothes out the back of her closet and she found she had more energy and she was enjoying life a lot more with this newfound confidence. The secret behind Kristen's success: she shifted her exercise routine with the help of me and my team from all those tons of cardio to building muscle.
I've always been a cardio person, so this changed that a lot for me. Physically, I've changed dramatically. I'm far stronger and more toned than ever, trying on all my old clothes for the last week that have been sitting in my closet for the last 5 years. So my confidence is so much better. I'm actually leaving the house now and I'm willing to take pictures, and it just feels good to get back to my old self again.
She focused on workouts that strengthened her body rather than depleting her muscle, and worked with her changing hormones and not against them. That's how she worked out less and achieved far better results. So, what exactly did Kristen stop doing? When Kristen joined my program, the first thing we had her stop doing was endurance training, all that tons of cardio that she was doing. She's kind of doing 45 minutes, an hour of cardio, and we pulled that right back to around 20 minutes. Your instinct is often, like it was for me, to double down on cardio, but it's exactly the opposite that you need to be doing. I learned this firsthand as well when I started working out with a competition prep coach when I was entering bikini competitions. I was doing, before I met my prep coach, 30 or 40 minutes of cardio. And she said to me, Melissa, you need to cut right back on that and you're only going to be doing 15 minutes. Here's why. Too much cardio is actually going to attack your muscle, and it's going to reduce the amount of muscle that you have on your body. And in turn, losing that muscle is going to slow your metabolism down. Think of muscle as your body's natural fat burning fire. Even when you're resting and sleeping and doing your daily tasks, that muscle is burning calories in your body. So in other words, it's your internal fire in your body. Muscle is your body's best fat burning asset. This is why endurance training, like say long distance running or any kind of intense cardio that you're doing for extended periods of time, is really not your best friend anymore when you're over 40. And it's actually the worst type of exercise that you can do. It accelerates muscle loss, which is already happening at a rate of 1% per year. So think about this. In 10 years, say, you're going to lose 10% of your muscle mass if you're over the age of 40. But if you're doing endurance training on top of that, you're going to accelerate it to 20%. With endurance training, your metabolism doesn't just slow down, it practically grinds to a halt. But that's not what we want, right? We want our metabolism to speed up, don't we? So what should you be doing instead? Why is muscle important? Well, muscle is like these logs on this fire. And I'm going to add some more logs in here. And what is that going to do to this already raging fire at the moment? Well, if I add more logs in, it's going to make that fire burn longer and it's going to burn hotter. And that's what you want to happen to your body. So when you've got muscle on you, your body is going to burn calories for longer, and it's going to burn calories more effectively without effort. The best form of exercise to add logs to your fire is lifting weights. So grab some weights. This is exactly what Kristen Menders did, and she incorporated lifting weights into her routine and got these incredible results. And it wasn't just Kristen. I experienced the exact same thing as Kristen once I ditched that endurance training and focused much more on lifting weights. The results speak for themselves. More muscle, faster metabolism and better fat loss. And the key to all this is a stronger, healthier body. But now you're probably wondering, how do I figure out the right strength training routine for me? Well, you want to be lifting weights 3 or 4 times a week at home or at the gym. It doesn't really matter. If you have a program to follow, you will find that you get better results and you will make faster progress, just like Kristen did in 8 weeks. And if it's tailored specifically for you, you're going to do even better. If you would like one-to-one support for that, you can apply right now for my Platinum Coaching Program. Click the link below to find out more and apply.